Here I am in a house loaded with cowboy hats,
Guns.
lassos, guns, just about everything that's a Wild West show. How did Bill Frost get interested in that?
Well, I guess I'd have to go back as a kid because my parents were into horses and breaking horses and so on. And so later on when they bought the big place, why then they went into the horse business big time.
This is around here?
Yes. In fact, the big place was down a place called Van Buren, west of Dunkirk. Mm-hmm. We had about 500 acres there. And so we kept as many as 70 head of horses. And so I was meeting cowboys all the time because we used to ship horses in out of Miles City, Montana, and different other places out west. And so as a little kid, my heroes are all cowboys. And so I was addicted right away. I had to learn how to spin ropes and rope and do stunt riding on horseback. And
who taught you that?
My father, as far as trick roping is concerned, he was pretty good at lassoing cows, horses. He did some of the trick fancy rope spinning, but basics. And he did it just for his own amusement. He never went out and hired out to do it. So the first time I see him do it, I was addicted. I'd help from some of these rodeo people and so on. And so I went on, and so I've had a booking agent for quite a few years now, and I've went all over the country doing trick roping exhibitions.
And gun spinning.
Then also I couldn't get my act long enough with the ropes. Since I'd been brought up with guns, I thought, I can incorporate that. So I do the gun juggling and spinning and the quick draw. I got it down to 31/100ths of a second for draw to hit with the last time on a timer.
Now, did you use a swivel holster, or did you actually pull it out of the holster?
Pull it out of holster, yeah.
And 0.31 seconds?
31/100ths. Yeah. That don't give you time to blink your eye or to say the word bang. I had a funny thing. I had a friend that had a TV station, spot on a TV station up in the Adirondacks, and he wanted to film me doing this to put on his show. And so I'm getting warmed up just doing dry fire, click, click. So the guy sitting there, he's got a stopwatch. He said, "I'd like to time you." And I'm thinking to myself, 3 times he tried to time me, he couldn't even get the button pressed.
Yeah.
I've made the most money in my Wild West stuff doing the trick and fancy roping. I've done it for colleges and you name it, I've been there.
Stage name?
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill?
Wild Bill Frost. Now the Wild Bill is called Wimpy Bill. He's getting old. I never thought I'd get old, but by golly, I did do it. I was out in Arizona 20-some years ago, and I happened to see this town where they held Wild West shows. So, we're going to have one in Sinclairville. So that's where I got the idea. And so those are finished off inside just like they were in the 1800s. Wow. In the saloon, I got bars from the late 1800s, 2 bars in there, and of course the jail and the mercantile and the bank. And we always say, put your money in our bank. You never have to worry about it again. But anyway, we held this show, and just 2 years ago we held our last one here. And my goodness, we had so many people. We had to open up the hayfields to put the cars in, and it just was a great success. And but I've enjoyed working with these guys. We had the saloon girls, we had the bank robbery, and, and whip cracking, and of course the guns. And then we also had mounted cowboy shooting out here too, where you have to shoot the balloons off the running horses through the patterns. Yeah. So I introduced that sport into the state of New York. Anyway, I started it, but then I started having hip trouble, and I had to quit riding. And
where did you get the actors to play out this Wild West show you had?
That was something. I just started putting the word out, first of all. And most of these boys are within 50 miles of us. And so this guy here said, well, I could be your sheriff, okay? And of course, my son Bill, he's been brought up to this also, so he does trick shooting and whip cracking. He's one of these whip crackers, so nobody's volunteered to have him crack the cigarette out of his mouth yet, but anyway, then of course my son-in-law, he's into this stuff, and it was kind of through him that I went ahead and made this thing happen. And so he's a big ham, and but he likes doing this mounted shooting, and of course he's pretty good at it as an MC. So anyway, we picked up one here, then they found one that used to work for shows out west, local boy, and so he volunteered. There's a guy in Frewsburg. He's a kind of a mainstay with our show because he is one of the best quick draw people around, period. And something he's done all his life just as a hobby. And when he got connected with me, now he can show off to people. Sure. And so we call him Black Bart.
This is something like what Ben Dillon was doing on Gunsmoke. Let's hope I can hit this balloon because it's been a while. Okay, we're ready.
But anyway, we had 5 of us mainly, a whip cracker. And my thing was in the show was mainly doing the fancy rope work. So I demonstrated Mexican style roping as well as American style. Yeah. And so now it's getting harder work, shoulders bothers them. And yeah, we first started here in the driveway as a promotional thing for the shop. And have people come and have shooting contests and whatever. Then when I put up that town, then it moved out there.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will that circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Don't be mad at me. You have to ask. Hello, guys. Here we go. He won a big contest down there. Shaky Poncho, come on out. He's writing his check here. There's the marshal. I got the mark. We got a woman with a gun. Get that down over there. Oh my word. Hey, not. Be careful. Someone's going to get hurt down there. Oh my word. Can you imagine? Can man get in trouble? Oh my word. Folks, we got
The Mexican style of rope spinning. Alright. Doing a little fake roping. Doing a little fake roping. Now that's a fake zigzag. That's a fake. Not me. You might fool them, but you're not going to fool me. There. All right. I see he didn't put on the big Mexican hat that he sometimes does. It's just too much to get around. All right. All right. And still do it. 89-year-old and he's still doing the rope spinning. Very good. With that rope, it's too small. Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh! What do you think, kids? Think he can do it? All right. By golly, he can. Look at that. The pop stand rope. Very good. Wow. Yeah, you can jump in and out of that one, too. Oh, you're a wise guy.
Where'd you put the horse at? What happened? Where? We got it. Wait, horse thing, where? Everybody stay in your seats. We got this under control. Marshal, we need more deputies. What the heck going on down there? Got a horse thief? Oh, my word. Behind the building? Okay, Marshal, behind the building. They'll give you a clue where you go find them at. Here we come. Okay. Hey, we got the horse thief. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Oh, we got him. Come on, put him in jail. Hang on. Oh, hang on. We got the rope over there. Okay. What do you mean, Marshal? Can't hang him? Legal like? Okay. Judge? Jury? Okay, we can hang him after we have a judge and jury. Put him in jail there in the back. Oh my word, the horse thief. Holy cow. Can you believe that? Right here in modern America, stealing a horse? Day to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wild Bill. Happy birthday to you. He's almost 90, he said.
Not much room in here.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
You went
We did
one
it
too
that
far,
time.
dear.
I did it that time.